áudio, acho que ok. Yes! De volta. Então, mais um capítulo do Blue Lives. One more chapter.
We've received a message from Margrave Gautier. It seems there's an emergency at the capital.
No. I hope His Majesty is safe.
Cornelia has arrived at the gates of Ferdiad, leading the combined forces of the Western Lords.
And here I thought we were keeping an eye on those guys. It seems they outsmarted us, though. If this message is anything to go by, they must have been hiding their tracks from us somehow.
Sounds like they're outfitted with strange new weapons as well, which they use to threaten the citizens of the capital. And so, our fearless leader surrendered to the enemy to protect the people of Ferdiad from harm. I'm not sure what's become of Dedu or my father.
And what about my father? He was guarding the city with Duke Ivan.
I haven't heard of any harm to Gustav, but we can't assume the same for the Duke.
Strange new weapons. Are the citizens safe?
I believe so, for the time being. Though that's mere speculation, or maybe just a feeling. In any case, if these lowlives so much as thought about harming our people, the boar would break loose and make them pay.
We need to head north, Felix. There's no time to lose.
Right you are. We make for the capital.
Such a selfless leader, sacrificing his own well-being for that of his people. It seems somewhere along the way he's actually become the kind-hearted king you took him for.
Maybe. But if he does die, the people will be next.
As if there's any avoiding that. Let's say he'd turned his back on his citizens and sought to prolong his own life instead. He would be reviled as a warmonger, one who sought conflict to protect his people, only to abandon them to the wolves when it mattered most. Commoners and lords alike would cast off their allegiance to him, and the kingdom would plunge into chaos.
Either way, there's no point speculating. If Dmitri dies now, it's all over.
Ah, the struggles of being a leader. Your choices certainly carry more weight than those of a simple mercenary.
Merc life's a walk in the park in comparison. All you have to care about is you and your company. And if worst comes to worst, you can just drop everything and run for your life.
Not to say the profession doesn't have its own share of challenges. One's not necessarily harder than the other. But one thing is clear to me, at least. You'll never be cut out for the nobility.
I could do without the insults, thanks.
The shade.
Greetings!
Well?
What do you think?
Supplies are the lifeblood of any army. Everything has its use.
Time to work you into shape. Can't wait to see how you do.
Care to make yourself useful? We all must do our fair share. Care to make yourself useful? We all must do our fair share. From the slimy depths of the swamp they rise, great beasties of every shape and size. They dance in a ring and... No, that's not right. Their slime they fling and... Huh? Who's there?
Oh, sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt. Are you getting in a little choir practice there?
Oh, it's you, Sylvain. Were you listening that whole time?
Pretty much. I must say, that song's super creative. You're the only person I know who could think up something like that.
I feel like you were about to use another word there.
Nope. Great song. Top notch. A+. Are you going to perform it soon?
I was actually gonna sing it for everyone later tonight. I came up with the lyrics and tune myself, and now that I'm finished, I can perform it loud and proud.
And it's a song about swamp beasties. Did I hear that part right?
And what's wrong with swamp beasties?
Nothing in particular. It's just that if you're gonna sing it in front of everyone, maybe it should be, I don't know, relatable? I mean, swamp beasties are so beastie. Ugh. Wouldn't it be better with a puppy or a baby sheep or something cute like that?
I see what you're saying. Cute animals, cute animals. Oh, what about bears? Huge ones.
Yeah, I guess huge bears are better than beasties. I mean, they are pretty cute when they're not trying to tear your face off. Okay, that's good. Except I'm pretty sure bears don't live in swamps. So if you switch it up, it should probably be about giant bears dancing in the woods.
That is the most adorable thing I've ever heard. Are you secretly a professional songwriter, Sylvain?
Absolutely not. In fact, I feel like I should apologize for butting in with ideas when you've clearly been working so hard on this.
Oh, don't apologize. If it helps make it a song everyone will enjoy, I'm all for it. I'm glad we're close enough for you to give your honest opinion.
Well, I've never been one to ignore hardworking girls like you. And I'd love to hear it when it's finished. Wait, what's with the look? Did you come up with the new lyrics already?
Yep. Your suggestions gave me all the inspiration I needed.
Impressive. Why don't you sing it for me?
Of course! I'm sure you'll love it. From the forest they appear, a sleuth of bears with cute round ears. They dance in a ring and enjoy the beats, but tonight they'll feast on meaty treats.
That actually might be more creepy somehow. But hey, maybe writing weird songs is a talent all of its own. At the very least, they're great at distracting me from real-life worries. Thanks, Annette.
That was quite the sigh. What's the matter, Sylvain?
Oh, nothing. Well, except there's a guy in my unit who keeps acting up, and I'm not sure what to do.
You don't say.
I don't think I like the face you're making.
Let me ask, just to be sure. Is this mysterious troublemaker in fact you?
Hey, I've changed. I swear I have. But no, it's not me. It's one of my knights. He keeps walking around breaking stuff and getting into fights, and I'm spending all my time apologizing for it.
So you finally understand how I felt. You know, I never thought this day would come. You really have changed, Sylvain. Perhaps this warrants a celebration.
Then you better bring your purse because I'm ordering 2 of everything. Seriously, Ingrid, you don't have to sound that impressed. With school suspended and the war raging, we've all had to adapt to changing circumstances. Felix and Dmitri both succeeded their fathers, and are now burning the candle at both ends, right? I can't go around causing trouble with unending scandals when I'm supposed to be the mature one of the bunch.
It is wonderful to see you turn a new leaf.
I told you to stop sounding so impressed. I suppose I had this coming.
I am sorry, Sylvain. I was only teasing. Think of it as payback for everything you put me through. Still, not having to clean up after you has been a real weight lifted from my shoulders.
Yeah, I was a handful in my wild days, but looking back, I really appreciate everything you did for me.
In that case, you should make the change permanent so you never cause trouble for anyone again. Though, honestly, I do not really know what to do with myself now that I am not spending all my time apologizing for you. Frankly, I was convinced you were useless without me.
Sorry.
Valeu,
Again.
Please, no. You gave me experience I'd never have gotten otherwise. If I were truly miserable, I would have abandoned you to the wolves long ago. Besides, it wasn't all bad. You were the one who finally coaxed me from my room after Glenn's death, remember?
Okay, I'm confused. Do you want me to go back to being a huge flirt, or...?
Don't be ridiculous.
Figured.
As you said, we have all had to adapt to changing circumstances, which means we cannot cling to the past forever. You and I are no exception. It is merely a touch sad to come to the realization.
Annette, how does that song about the dancing swamp beasties end?
It wasn't swamp beasties, it was bears. A song about dancing swamp beasties wouldn't be nearly as cute.
It was supposed to be cute? Anyway, I'd never heard a song like that before, and now I can't get it out of my head.
Wait, really? Wow, I'm flattered. But it's not like I can make up the rest of it on the spot. Why don't you go see an opera or something? Get a better song stuck up in there.
Yeah, I don't know. Guess I've been interested in seeing an opera in the past, but I've never gone.
Now that you mention it, I don't know if they even perform opera in Fargus. But the church is in Camulus now, and they have volunteers who put on operas every now and then. I've been helping Dorothea and the others there, and it's really expanded my repertoire of songs.
Well then, sing one for me. Just belt out whatever pops into your head.
You got it. I'll sing you my favorite. Me, me, me. A shimmering life burns down to ash. Then since I'm all hot and sweaty, I hop in the bath. Soon I get real dizzy, which puts me in a tizzy. But eventually I feel way, 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 way better. So I decide to hop back in the bath again. Whew.
Huh. You take baths when you're already hot? That's some impressive fortitude. I think I underestimated you.
Oh.
Wait, but then you get back in the bath even though it made you dizzy. You must seriously love bathing. Well, this has been fascinating. I had no idea operas could have such unexpected developments.
Operas aren't like that at all. That's just an aria I learned a long time ago, and I don't even really remember the words. It wasn't supposed to be a song about taking a bath. It was supposed to be serious.
Wait, really? That's much less interesting.
No, you don't... Look, a real opera is much better, all right? I'll take you to one sometime, and you'll see. It'll take your breath away when you hear it. I bet you'll fall head over heels in love.
Fine. But let's save it until the war's over. If it's really that good, I want to make sure I give it my full attention.
Then we're definitely going to see an opera. It's a promise.
Dorothea! Dorothea!
Hello, Flame. What's got you in such a frenzy?
Is it true that you were a diva in Enbar? And that you were praised as having a mystical voice?
I hope I'm more than just my voice, but that's all essentially true, yes.
Then I would beg a boon of you. Would you give me a singing lesson?
Of course. But where is this coming from?
Well, you see, sometimes the soldiers all break out into song. And when they do, I always find myself wanting to join in. Their voices hold such grand aplomb. But the only songs I know are dreadfully old. So, I had hoped that you might instruct me as to the popular songs of modern soldiers.
Is that so? Well, I'd be more than happy to help. In recent years, a new musical style has come into fashion, one involving challenging songs with many overlapping parts. Why don't we start with a little vocal warm-up? Repeat after me.
Certainly, Professor Dorothea.
Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do.
Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do. My, I feel as if I have become quite good at singing. The power of song is certainly remarkable. It is as if I have been revitalized from the very core of my being.
I agree. Songs can be very empowering indeed. In fact, I recently heard an old tale about how a song once ended a war.
Truly? I have never heard this tale. Would you mind regaling me with it?
Sadly, I don't know much more beyond that. I'll do some digging, but the person I heard it from wasn't too familiar with the story. Try not to get your hopes up, okay?
Oh, I see. Perhaps my brother might. Oh, it is nothing. Since you will be looking into it, I shall do a bit of digging as well. If I learn anything, I will be certain to tell you.
Let's go.
Which battlefield are you headed to? Make sure you're ready.
Allow me to assist with any matter. Let me know if I may be of...
Well, how'd it go? Any result's a good result.
Which battlefield are you headed to? Training can be the difference between victory and defeat. Can't wait to see how you do. Training can be the difference between victory and defeat.
Have I such room to grow?
With proper training, you'll be unstoppable.
I carry a little of everything here. to see you again soon.
Welcome. Come back soon.
Hey there. Need something? Is this it? See you around.
Which battlefield are you headed to?
Vamos lá.
None shall stand in my path.
To battle! Victory is ours for the taking!
We will win. I'm sure of it.
I'll give it 1,000%. Time to put...
Oh, please.
Do not interfere!
Not quite. Oh, please. Oh, my. Not quite. Please.
Lament your weakness.
Not quite.
This is the end! Lament your weakness! I remain vigilant. Do not interfere!
You're finished!
Not quite.
Your defeat is nigh. Surrender! This is the end! Shall we? I must succeed.
Begin the operation. Our orders are clear.
Hear you loud and clear. I'll make short work of this.
I'll give it 1,000%. Leave every...
Let's take the stronghold.
Let us take this stronghold.
Lament your weakness! Bring it down quickly!
Interfere.
Lament your weakness! Do not interfere!
You need to move fast. Attack!
I am control. I'm all right. No escape! Lament your weakness!
I'm fine, really.
Your defeat is nigh. No escape! This is the end!
This doesn't look good. Please, I need help.
Very good. Shall we?
I'll handle this.
This outcome was obvious from the start.
I have to do my part too.
Just take a breath.
Bring it down quickly.
I should have taken this more seriously.
Not quite. That should do it.
Let's give this a shot. Glad I came. Hear you loud and clear. I'll make short work of this.
Shall we? I must succeed.
Begin the operation. Our...
Capturing stuff is what war's all about, right?
Let us take this stronghold.
Onward! I can still fight! Your defeat is nigh! No escape! This is the end! Retreat!
I'll handle this.
You're here to help, are you not?
Hear you loud and clear. Leave the backup to me.
I'll give it 1,000%. I'll back you up.
Shall we? Are you in need of my assistance?
This doesn't look good. Please, I need help.
We're not losing to it!
Begin the operation. I have to
Stand back.
Let me at him.
My duty calls.
Let's carve a swath through the battlefield.
Do not interfere!
Hear you loud.
Do not let a single one in.
I got this! Lament your weakness!
Destiny!
Not yet! Do not interfere! Your defeat is nigh! Surrender! This is the end!
Time to make a name for ourselves.
Begin the operation. Our
Shall we? I must...
Allow me.
Watch and learn.
All right.
Hear you loud and clear. Oh,
It's a net.
Onward!
I'll handle this.
the sweet taste of success.
Can't take anger.
You're mine!
You'll never win! Thank Thank you, my friend.
Just take a breath.
This should make a good foothold.
I won't allow myself to be outdone.
You are in fine shape.
This ends here!
Can't take any chances.
No regrets!
Let's take a moment and savor this victory.
Yes.
I have not withered away just yet. I have yet more power to unleash.
I trust you've been well, Your Majesty.
Do I look it? I suggest you have your eyes examined, if so. I should sever your head clean from your shoulders for this.
My, wouldn't that be satisfying? But of course you can't do that now, can you? Your poor people's lives would be forfeit the moment you struck me down. As for your loyal knight and the former Duke Fraldarius, they're certainly giving it all they have, but a paltry force that size will hardly buy them any time. And once we've wrung the life from them, you'll be next. How tragic it'll be, facing your beloved citizens for the final time with a noose around your neck.
What a bitch.
You know,
God.
I almost appreciate seeing such bold-faced sadism. There's not a hint of nuance to it.
Is that a compliment I hear? You'll make a lady blush if you're not careful. Ironic, isn't it? Both you and your father will have died alone, betrayed by lords from within the very kingdom you're meant to be ruling. From hasty reforms to insurrection and assassination, did you learn nothing from dear old Dad? It's only natural that those you refuse to help would hold a grudge.
Lady Cornelia, Kingdom soldiers approach the capital from the south. They're most likely returning from the assault on Arian Road.
I've been a bit too careless, it seems. They've come far sooner than I had expected. Use the bandits to buy us some time. We'll form ranks and intercept these fools at the capital.
Understood.
Seems you get to cling to your pitiful little life a few moments longer, Your Majesty. What luck. Oh, but don't worry. When your end does come, it won't change your beloved Fodlan one bit. You see, these people are nothing more than simple-minded sheep. A ruler dies, and they all go flocking straight to whoever fills the void.
They would hold a grudge. Yes, that is the way of revenge. Perhaps it was inevitable it would turn its cold gaze back upon me.
Hey, you.
Ready yourself for war.
Your lives are too important to waste here. Everyone, retreat!
Don't worry. I know we'll get a chance to turn things around.
Render your assistance at once!
Begin the operation. I have your back.
I'll give it 1,000%.
Begin the operation. I have your back.
I'll give it 1,000%. I'll back you up.
Hear you loud and clear. Leave the backup to me.
It's not over. It's not over.
No escape!
That
That turned out rather well.
Shall we?
I'll handle this.
Stand back!
Lament.
So this is defeat. I'm sorry.
I'm fine, really. Let me at him.
Looks like that's it for us.
I think I could use this.
Doesn't look good. Please, I need help.
This belongs to us now. Gotcha!
You shall pay for this. You hear? Onward.
Allow me.
Retreat!
We're done for. The rest is up to you.
I'm fine, really.
Can I face my comrades after this?
Okay, let's go.
I'll give it 1,000%. I'll back.
I got this. For the love
Begin the operation. I have your back.
Shall we? Are you in?
Watch and learn. Glad I came prepared. Hear you loud and clear. I'll make sure.
I'm sorry.
Let me at him.
We weren't strong enough.
Now we can really show them.
I'll give it 1000%.
Leave that what we're made of.
My duty calls.
Looks like you got...
Shall we? I must succeed.
Begin the operation. Our orders are clear.
Hear you loud and clear.
One
handle
tough
this.
fight on your hands.
It's the net time.
Let's take the stronghold.
Not losing today.
Exemplary.
Can't let it end like this.
A great success. I'll give it 1000%.
Onward! No regret! Defeat is nigh! This is the end!
Surrender! Yeah, right!
Do not interfere!
This doesn't look good.
Please, I need help.
Very good.
Yeah, right!
The mess outcome was obvious from the start.
You're even stronger than I thought.
Defeat is nigh! This is the end!
Yeah, right!
Allow me.
You'll never win!
Thank you, my friend.
Did we make it? I could have sworn we were goners. Can't help but slack off, I guess.
Yay! I'm just getting started.
I have yet more power to unleash.
I'm a better man now than I was 5 minutes ago.
Alright.
Okay.
Time to work you into shape. Can't wait to see how you do.
Hey there. Need something? Is this it? See you around.
Time to work you into shape.
My interest is piqued. getting better.
Hope this is good. Well, look at that. I still have talent, I see.
Time to work you into shape.
Guess I'll have to learn something new.
With proper training, you'll be unstoppable.
Which battlefield are you headed to?
To battle!
Glory to the banner of the knights! Victory shall be ours!
You can count on me.
Shall we? We must press on, shall we? I must succeed.
Hear you loud and clear. I'll make short work of this.
I'll give it 1,000%. Leave everything to me.
Begin the operation. Our orders are...
We need to move fast. Attack!
Let us take this stronghold.
Bring it down quickly.
Let's take the stronghold.
This belongs to us now. Shall we?
I'll handle this.
No, we can't lose hope yet. I'm fine, really.
Lament your weakness. I defy you. Not interfere.
Let's be sure to keep hold of it.
Stand back.
Let me at him.
Begin the operation. Our orders are clear.
Shall we?
Onward.
I'll handle this.
Watch and learn.
It's a net. This should make things a little easier on us.
Time to make a name for ourselves.
You'll have to take things from here. Impossible. Our plan was flawless.
Shall we?
Allow me.
Stand back.
Let me at him.
No regrets. Will you aid us? Hear you loud and clear. Leave the backup to me.
Begin the operation. I have.
I do hope you'll make this fun.
Gotcha!
Bring it down to what he calls.
This outcome was obvious from the start.
Impressive stuff.
Allow me.
Out of the way!
Directive fulfilled.
You're mine! You'll never win! Thank you, my friend.
I'm fine, really.
You shall pay for this. You hear?
I'm sorry. We weren't strong enough. Watch and learn. Retreat!
This will be a struggle. Begin the operation.
Glad I came prepared. Let's take a moment and savor this victory.
I won't let this go to my head.
My girl Ingrid.
I've grasped new strength.
What are your thoughts?
Hey there.
Care to make yourself useful? We all must do our fair share. Care to make yourself useful? We all must do our fair share to make yourself useful.
all must do our fair share.
Hunger is the true enemy.
I'm already down to my last bite. Are you going to finish that?
You can have it if you want. It's always a thrill watching you eat. Come back whenever you're hungry. Hunger is the true enemy. Come back whenever you're hungry. Hunger is the true enemy.
Oh, thanks. Did you know this was one of my favorites? Then you know my food preferences? But how? No, it matters not. You have my thanks.
Come back whenever you're hungry. Hunger is the true enemy.
Solid.
Oh, but this is simply scrumptious. I love it.
Oh, yes. This is definitely one of the foods I love.
Come back whenever you're hungry. Come back whenever you're hungry. Hunger is the true enemy.
Yeah.
Huh. You made this? Pretty good.
Oh, I love this. Thank you very much.
Come back whenever you're hungry.
Mercedes. Good. I need your help.
Felix? Why do you have a cat?
Picked it up?
Yes, I can see that, but... Oh no! Its little leg is hurt! Here, let me have it. I may be able to heal it with magic. There. It should be fine now.
Thanks. Sorry for the trouble.
Oh, it's no trouble at all. Though I must admit, you're the last person I expected to bring me an injured kitten. It reminds me of how my little brother once took in a cat when we were young.
Hey, that's right. You have a brother from a different father, right?
Yes. This was a long time ago, when we both still lived with House Bartels. My brother took in an injured cat, and after it healed, it began living in the mansion. We did our best to feed it secretly so it wouldn't be discovered.
Secretly? What's the big deal with one little furball?
We couldn't let anyone find out, no matter what. The people in that house were horrid. Had they learned of the cat, they would have put it in a sack and tossed it in the river. Eventually, my mother and I left House Bartels and never looked back, though we left my brother behind. Still, I've always wondered what happened to that poor little cat.
Animals are smart enough. If the thing felt threatened, it would have taken off.
I suppose you're right.
Anyway, now that you've fixed the cat, I should bring it back to where I found it.
Are you sure? It's clearly taken a shine to you.
Yeah, but I can't keep it. The thing's practically a kitten. What if it has parents that, I don't know, miss it?
Yes, I suppose returning it would be best.
All right, go. Shoo! Come on, get out of here already. Stop rubbing my legs. What is it? You want food? Well, I don't have any.
Ah, that cat really likes him. Animals clearly understand when a kind soul comes to their aid.
Mercedes, do something. This cat won't stop following me.
I'm sorry, but there isn't anything I can do. You'll have to wait until it feels like going home. Goodness, really? Having a cat like you is a good thing.
I'm not sure it is.
Well, so long as you're stuck waiting, we may as well get comfortable and have a nice chat.
Which battlefield are you headed to?
fear hold me back.
We're with you all the way. Stand.
Shall we? I must succeed.
Hear you loud and clear. I'm tall.
I'll handle this.
We can ill afford defeat here.
This will be a struggle.
Stand back.
Let me at him. I'm fine. Really, use this. Gotta do this. This is it. I'll give it 1,000%. Leave everything to me.
Begin the operation. Our order.
Now die!
Onward!
Your defeat is nigh. This is the end.
This will be a struggle.
Do not interfere.
This doesn't look good. Please, I need help.
I should have taken this more seriously.
I remain vigilant. Your defeat is nigh.
Tastes more bitter than black coffee.
Let me at him. You're finished. No backing down. I'm tougher than you think.
A predictable outcome.
not stopping now.
Have I regained my true power?
Supplies are the lifeblood of any army. Everything has its use.
Care to make yourself useful? We all must do our fair share.
Felix, what are you doing here?
I had business in the capital. Speaking of, I hear you're that boar's knight now.
Or... Oh, you mean His Majesty?
Yeah, him. You must have it rough with a tiresome man like that leading you.
I think you're exaggerating, Felix. I wouldn't call him that at all. In fact, he even does our jobs for us sometimes.
See, that's exactly why he's such a problem. You should steal your job back from him once in a while. Use force if you have to.
Felix, are you?
Anyway, the castle has certainly changed in the past, what, 2 years since he took over? For one thing, there are many more commoners among the knights.
You have a good eye to notice that. But yes, His Majesty says there are pros and cons to it. For example, knights from noble families tend to be more polite and respectful. There were a lot of scuffles and misunderstandings in the beginning, but things seem to be calming down now.
And which are you, noble or commoner? You became a knight on Lord Lenato's recommendation, right?
Yeah, my situation is kind of strange. I'm almost stuck right in the middle. Still, I feel like there are things only I can do precisely because I don't fit into either box. But whenever I'm in real trouble, His Majesty and Dedue always come to my aid. So that's good.
Dedue as well, huh?
Yep, even the knights accept him as one of us now. No one's a better cook or more skilled with their hands. And he's a proper demon on the battlefield to boot. I hope to be more like him someday.
Please, no. One of him is more than enough. Especially that blind loyalty. Imitate that and you'll only end up throwing away your life on the battlefield.
Oh, are you worried about us? That's sweet, Felix. I always had the impression you cared for your friends, and now I know I'm right.
Excuse me?
I mean, sure, the things you say are pretty harsh, but you can't bring yourself to actually abandon someone. You always show so much concern for me, and for Dedue, and even for His Majesty.
Yeah, well, it'd be more work for me if anything happened to you, that's all. I'm busy enough as it is. Can't afford to take on more issues.
Well then, I'll do my best not to add to your problems.
I doubt you'll need to try that hard. You do a decent enough job of supporting folks already. So keep up the good work and maybe I'll lend you a hand someday. You know, if you need it.
Thanks, Felix. I'll be counting on you.
Care to make yourself useful? We all must do our fair share. Care to make yourself useful? We all must do our fair share. Care to make yourself useful? We all must do our fair share. Care to make yourself useful? We all must do our fair share. It's fine, we're fine. Everything's fine here. Just gonna grab it and run right back out.
Good evening, Annette. I am so sorry. I didn't mean to startle you.
Oh, Ingrid, it's just you. Sorry about that. Guess I'm a little jumpy right now.
Don't worry, it's fine. But if I may, what are you doing out here so late at night?
I forgot my book in the mess hall and came back to grab it.
What a coincidence. I was also headed to the mess hall to look for something.
Oh, yay! Then we can go together. Seriously, I'd feel so much better if you were with me.
Not entirely sure why that's the case, but okay.
Oh gosh, it's so dark. Ah! What was that? I think it came from the grass over there.
Probably just another night owl. I wonder if it's... Annette, stop! You're going to run into that pile of...
Ow! Who put these crates here?
Crates. Oh, Annette.
Well, that was quite the ordeal, but we finally made it. Thanks, Ingrid.
I'm glad nobody got hurt, aside from you and those crates. But if I may, Annette, are you afraid of the dark?
Yeah, actually. I've been afraid of it my whole life. I'd give anything not to be, but I just can't seem to shake it. What about you, Ingrid? Aren't you scared? I mean, a ghost could pop out of anywhere and ghost you.
The dark does not really bother me, no. And as I have never seen a ghost, I'm not afraid of them.
But doesn't it scare you to think about it? I mean, just imagine some icky dead person rising from the earth and coming at you with big, chattery teeth.
Certainly, we had such stories back home in Galatea. My brothers loved to tell them when I was a child. But if they were true, we would not be able to walk to breakfast without bumping into a horde of the dead.
Huh. Yeah, I suppose that's true. But it's still hard to get the idea out of my head.
I personally think it would be wonderful if the dead became ghosts and we could see them again. But when people die, that's it. We can't see or speak to them ever again.
Yeah, when someone dies, they're gone forever. But that's all the more reason to treasure what little time we get, right?
Agreed. We have only one life to live after all.
In that case, I'm gonna walk back all by myself.
Are you sure? We went through quite the struggle just to make it here.
If I want to conquer my fears, I'd better do it while I'm alive. The dark is still pretty terrifying, but I'm gonna push through it.
I could learn a thing or two from her optimism. We only live once.
9.
Which battlefield are you headed to?
Oh, you're back. How's it looking over in Ferdiad?
The reports are true. There's some odd-looking weaponry mounted throughout the city. As far as I can tell, though, the townspeople themselves remain unharmed. I'm pleased to say Lord Roderick and Sir Gustav have been confirmed safe as well.
That's great. Where are they now?
After working to free Duke Ivan, they escaped the castle alongside some of the captured knights. Armed with what scant weaponry they could find, they brought the fight down to the city itself.
My old man never ceases to amaze. Shouldn't even be a surprise at this point.
I should add, the Western Lord's armies aren't the only forces occupying the capital. There is another. One we can't identify at present. I doubt even the great Lord Roderick and Sir Gustav will be able to hold out much longer.
Sounds like they're in a bad spot. We should focus on keeping them safe, right?
Don't be too hasty. Why do you think the two of them are causing this uproar in the first place?
To create a diversion, I know. But I don't think that means we should just abandon them either.
I agree, Felix. I won't leave my father to die. Besides, I don't think His Majesty would want us saving him if it meant sacrificing two of his most loyal retainers.
Fine. We'll help them if we can. That better?
All that said, we won't be able to save the king while the townspeople are still in danger.
Sounds pretty straightforward then. We move on the castle and mop up in town as we go.
Annie and I know these streets better than the back of our hands. We can guide you.
Dedu must be somewhere in the castle too. We have to rescue him before it's too late.
Our plan settled then.
Everyone, move out!
can do this.
I'll cut them all down.
I'll do my best.
None shall stand in my path.
I can do this.
Come on, it's time to rescue our fool king, and whoever else we find along the way.
The streets are flooded with enemy soldiers, but one wrong step and we'll end up hurting the civilians instead. Be careful, everyone.
We'll start by carving a path to the castle town. On me!
I'll do my best. I'll back them up.
I'll do what I can. I'm here to help.
Begin the operation. I'll handle this.
This ends here!
Shall we? I'll provide assistance. We have no time to waste. Quickly, we must keep pressing on.
Do not interfere!
Begin the operation. I have your back.
I'll give it all back.
Your defeat is nigh. Surrender! This is the end. Not falter.
You're almost there. Keep going.
Just wait. Lament your weakness.
Take a breather.
Do what you must.
Out of the way! They've broken through our front lines. Move to counterattack.
Not the smartest move opening the gate for us. Let's crush them here and push on into town. I'm here to help.
I'll back them up.
Not a problem. I've got this.
I'll do my best. Let's move. Shall we? I must succeed. Those must be the weapons we heard about. They look like some kind of firepower. I must return to the castle. Out of the way! The dude's surrounded. We have to help him.
And we'd better be quick about it by the look of things.
You're done!
Do not worry about me.
must rescue His Majesty at once.
But we are worried. You're our friend too, just like Dimitri.
Lord Rodrigue is surely still out here, fighting in the streets.
I'll handle this.
We need to do something about that weapon, but I doubt attacking it head-on will do us any good.
There must be controls we could use to shut it down. I could swear I've seen such a thing somewhere around here.
Who do you think you face?
This ends here!
Gotcha!
Rodrigue is struggling. We have to help.
Shall we? Are you in need of my assistance?
Shall we? Let's...
Might as well deal with the other one too. I wonder if those are the controls.
Shall we? Let's... Maybe this.
Thank you.
Begin the operation. I have your back.
Not a problem. I've got this.
I'll do my best. I'll back them up.
Thank you for the help. I should be okay now.
This stronghold will fall! I'm humbled you went out of your way to help me. Ashamed to admit my own weakness. Your defeat is nigh. No You should have hurried straight to His Majesty, Felix. Yet here you are. Thank you.
We're getting overwhelmed. We weren't about to just watch you die.
I was wondering when your merry little band might show up. Lucky for you, I've got a nice mass grave ready and waiting.
You're done!
His Majesty is in the castle.
Shall we? I
must press on.
Their assault has ceased. That should give us an easier time moving around now.
Not a problem. I've got this.
Allow me.
My duty calls. This stronghold will fall!
bring it down swiftly. The attacks have come to a stop. They should be safe now.
My turn?
I'll do what I must.
Out of the way!
Please be safe, Your Majesty.
Help me out.
you what I can do!
If I can only hold out a little longer.
Give them your... Father! Stay strong. We're coming.
How did you? You saved my life.
I'm glad you're safe. Now come on. Let's kick some enemies behind, you and me.
I am grateful, but there is no time to dawdle. We must make to rescue the king at once.
Don't worry. I'm sure we'll make it in time.
Not much further.
Still fight!
Eredfar belongs in His Majesty's hands. We must reclaim it.
Guard that lance with your lives! Don't let them have it!
Makes me sick seeing that thing with the enemy. We'll wrest it out of their cold, lifeless fingers.
You'll never win!
Thank you, my friend.
Well, who's next?
Such bravery on the battlefield reminds me of Count Galatea, when he still had the vigor of youth, spurring him on.
Lament your weakness!
Gotcha!
Is that all? This lance is a symbol of the kingdom, and it's all the boar has left of his father. Let's bring it back where it belongs.
Indeed, to His Majesty.
Dimitri, you okay?
My friends, why have you come?
As if we would just leave you here to die. Time to get you out.
I'm afraid that I must stay. You saw what's happening out there. Should I try to leave, my people's lives are forfeit.
So they bind the boar not with chains, but with his utterly unreasonable sense of duty.
They're gonna kill you in here, Dimitri.
So be it then. If my death will keep my people safe,
I won't allow it.
Dedue.
Oh, the best couple.
Take it, Your Majesty. Whether it's duty towards the living, or the guilt for all those we have lost, such burdens are not yours to bear by yourself. We are here to fight by your side, Your Majesty, and so we shall, now and always.
Find them!
This way!
Typical bore. Can't help himself. Do try to keep up.
Back at you.
The honor is mine. On me. Any who stand in our way will taste the pointed end of my lance.
Sneaking out of our room, are we? You know what this means.
We cannot allow even a single civilian casualty. Please, lend me your blade.
Like I'd do anything else.
Begin the operation. I have your back.
Shall we? Are you in need of my assistance?
Not a problem. I'm here to help. I'll do my best.
I'll give it 1,000%. I'll back you up.
We will proceed as planned. I will move to assist.
Begin the operation. I have your back.
Shall we? Are you in need of my assistance?
Not a problem. Not a problem. I'm here to help.
I'll back them up.
Shall we? I'll provide assistance.
I'll do what I can. I'm here to help.
All these ranged attacks are really cramping my style. We should find the controls and put an end to them once and for all.
Drawbridge would serve to be our quickest route forward. But the controls have been tampered with.
No surprise there. I'd be more shocked if they'd left them intact. Engineers, repair the controls and lower the drawbridge. Then do what you must to keep it safe. I'm counting on you.
I see you came prepared, Phoenix.
No! Please, spare me!
What a pity. None of this would be happening if your dear king had just been a good little boy and done as he was told.
I don't want to die! We will proceed as planned. We must strive to perform to the best of our ability.
Shall we? Let's give it a shot.
Take a breather. Where are the knights when you need them? Out of the way!
I pray we've not arrived too late. Come, let us show them the might of House Gautier.
That banner. It must be the Margrave. Finally, some welcome news amidst this chaos.
Not a problem.
I'll handle this. Someone help me! Please! I'm begging you!
You'll drive it away! Thank you, my friend.
Please! Just let me go!
Shall we? Let's give it a shot. I'll give it 1,000. Leave everything to me.
Anyone help!
We have to save them! Defeat is nigh! Yeah, right! No escape!
There are more out there who need our...
Shall we? I must succeed.
Begin the operation. Our orders are clear.
Help!
The honor is
Come on,
mine.
let's go!
Turn.
Thank you so much! Allow me!
My duty calls.
Think that did it.
Shall we? I must succeed.
My friends. Could never have hoped to accomplish it alone.
Oh, I've been waiting for this. Let's have a little fun, shall we?
I remain vigilant. Bring it down quickly.
Begin the operation. Our orders are clear.
We will proceed as planned. We move.
Shall we? I'll provide us. I'll give it 1,000. I'll back you up.
Shall we? Are you in need of my assistance? As long as I stand, so too shall this...
We will proceed as planned. We move.
Stronghold.
We did it! Not much further now.
Allow me to relieve you.
Take a breather.
I'll handle this.
Let us take this stronghold. Our orders are clear.
Shall we? Let's give it a shot.
That should be all of them. Nice work.
It's always such a shame to see such promising young flames watched to be snuffed out before their time. I must admit I went too easy on you. Perhaps I should have torn your eyes out and bound you in chains instead.
We all have our regrets in life, Cornelia. And soon you'll regret ever being killed. Nothing to fear! Bear witness to my might! Stand down!
Is this all you're capable of? Frankly, I'm getting a little bored here.
Talk all you want, witch. It won't spare you your fate.
To my might!
Such frail bodies. How do you stand it?
I always knew you'd come to rescue me.
Little princess. Try as you might.
Shall we? Let's give it
To stamp them out. Always come crawling back.
She's on the verge of exhaustion. Let's finish this. I'm humbled by your efforts.
Now I'm mad.
Seize this moment.
Restorative
I'll show you no mercy. Bear witness to my might.
Murder the
Stop
bitch.
struggling and accept your fate, witch.
My, how simply terrifying. Do you really think you can afford to kill me? If you do, the truth about the tragedy of Dusker will evaporate into the shadows forever.
I have no intention of slaying you. Not yet. But if you have something to say, I suggest you spit it out before I change my mind. Now, Cornelia. Earlier you said my father was betrayed, murdered by lords from within Fargus. But it was you who fueled the flame of that betrayal. You saw my uncle and Lord Arundel join hands, and you brought the Western Lords and the Imperial nobles together. All of it was you.
What a fascinating theory.
There are two things I need to know. First, your motivation. Who are you working for, and why? I know what spurred my uncle and the Western Lords to act. While the Empire has long smoldered, waiting for even the slightest spark to reignite their fury. There are 1,000 reasons why one might want to assassinate a king. But what's yours for this attempt on my life? And what of my father? Why murder him in a manner as roundabout as a staged raid? All you had to do was fail to end the plague 20 years ago, and the entire royal family would have been consumed by it.
You have a point, but I couldn't say. In a sense, that was another lifetime completely.
One more question, then. My stepmother's body was never recovered from the site of the tragedy. What happened to her? Tell me, Cornelia!
You'll find the answers you seek in the Imperial capital, though you'll have to extract them from your dearest stepsister. She must surely know something, wouldn't you think? After all, she is your stepmother's actual flesh and blood.
In Enbar.
Now, I've really enjoyed our little chat here, but I have so many places to be.
Why, you...
Don't be so sad. You'll be seeing me again before you even know it.
Yeah, not bad.
I won't let this go to my head. I hope I can be more useful now.
Have I regained my true power?
Got to give this a try sometime.
My apologies. Cornelia would not have escaped were it not for my carelessness. She's likely fled west in search of refuge with Viscount Mateus. As such, I will march west at once. I will not allow the Western territories to go unpunished for this.
Stop. Just stop.
Felix?
I've got something to say, Boar. And this time, you're going to listen. Time and time again, we've tried to get it through your thick skull. We might be your subjects, but we're your allies first. Yet you still insist on doing every little thing all by yourself. So what is it? Do you lack the ears to hear with? Or do you hear our words and just choose to ignore them?
Felix, that's enough. I know how you feel, but you need to contain yourself.
I can't. 2 whole years I've bitten my tongue. The fool needs to hear this in the plainest terms possible.
It was I who chose war with the Empire. I who murdered my uncle in cold blood. I who oppressed the Western Lords. I failed to save the people of Dusker. Failed to save Glenn. And my father. The lives my actions stole from them are mine to atone for. Which I will do by exacting revenge on all who were involved. And by seeing my people safe. As for that burden, yes, I believe it is mine to bear alone.
You truly are a solid gold fool. One could search the kingdom high and low and not find another as utterly asinine as you. And the rest of you, don't just stand there, speak up.
Well, I know Felix has a strange way of showing it at times. But this is all because he worries about you, Dimitri.
And it's not just him either. We all do.
Your Majesty, you know my feelings on this matter. 6 years ago, I too watched as nearly everything I cared about was taken from me. And Felix is no different. He lost his brother that day. This pain is not yours to shoulder alone.
He's right, Your Majesty. That is why it is so frustrating to see you act like this.
I can't say it's too surprising, though. You've always kept everything to yourself, even when you were a little kid. But what you're going through now, it's more than one person could possibly manage on their own.
Please, Your Majesty. We just want to help. You can trust us.
Like I said before, all you need to do is ask, and I'll be at the ready. Besides, we'll all be out of work if you go this alone.
We will assist you in whatever we must, even vengeance.
Thank you. All of you.
Lady Cornelia, what's happened to you?
I was too careless. I can hardly remember the last time I was this badly hurt. As for the capital, Viscount Mateus, we failed, and I doubt the king will soon forget our attempt to seize it.
What? But how?
Viscount, your son, the one who married a distant relative of House Gautier. They'll have his head. Same goes for the kin of all the other Western lords.
No.
This king is a fool, to be sure, but he's not foolish enough or kind enough to forgive those who serve his betrayers. I guarantee you that. His army will begin their march to subdue Western Fargus any moment now. If you don't want your territory stolen from you or your life, then your only choice is to rise in revolt.
Yes. Yes, I understand. We will mobilize at once.
Azure Gleam, the blood-stained lance. The Western Lords suffered defeat at the capital. Cornelia, the instigator of the uprising, flees west and commands her allies, Viscounts Mateus and Gideon, to muster their forces. Hoping to settle this matter before re-engaging with the Empire, the Kingdom Army makes for the Mach region in order to defeat Cornelia and learn the truth of the tragedy of Dusker.
No. My uncle?
I'm afraid so. Among the rebels are houses Mateus and Gideon. And all the other Western lords from whom I've stripped power. They appear to have appointed Baron Dominic as their leader.
I'm so sorry, Annie. What could he be thinking?
House Dominic may be a mere barony at present, but they're a storied family whose lineage traces all the way back to the 10 elites. Centuries ago, when the wise King Klaus passed beyond the Veil of Death, he did so without naming a successor to the crown. And so, the three regions of the Holy Kingdom, Fargus, Mach, and Leicester, were divided among the three royal princes. House Dominic chose to side with the prince ruling Mach, who was eventually defeated by the forces of Fargus, leaving the once vast Dominic territory to be whittled down, meted out to the neighboring lords.
I know they held a grudge about that in the past, but surely it's ancient history at this point. Tons of people from House Dominic, my father included, have devoted their lives to serving the royal family. It makes me wonder if my uncle's heart is really in this fight.
As they stand now, House Dominic lacks the influence and might necessary to defy their surrounding lords. So when pushed to join the uprising, they would have had little choice but to go along. But that lack of strength might just be the key to our victory.
How do you mean, Gustav?
If we could only convince my brother to change sides, the Western territories would lose their leader. And if we were to follow that up with a decisive victory against a demoralized army, it would likely cause their military effort to collapse entirely.
Perhaps. But it'll be difficult to pry the Baron away without first eliminating those surrounding him.
Indeed. If nothing else, we'll need to turn the tide of war in our favor if we ever hope to empower the Baron to defect. For now, we must consider how best to break through their front. This is no small number of soldiers you offer. Are you sure Duscur can spare that many?
For good or ill, this is what our chief has decided. Preparations will take some time, but we are sworn to aid you, and we will stake our pride as a people on doing so.
Still, this is a far larger force than we ever asked for.
Please, you strove tirelessly to see our home return to us. The people of Duscur have not forgotten the kindness you showed. And though some may still think ill of you, we only offer as many soldiers as volunteered.
Duscur remains a kingdom territory. As such, I can't claim our relationship is one on equal footing. Yet, I want to believe your gracious support here will point the way to a new future for both your home and ours. Give your men my thanks. And once this war reaches its conclusion, I'll be sure to visit Duscur anew.
Understood. I'll be taking my leave now.
To do. None of this would be happening if not for the unflagging efforts of you and Rodrigue.
No, Your Majesty. Neither I nor Rodrigue could have accomplished this. Your sincerity is what won their trust.
I hope you speak true. Nothing I do will ever bring back their fallen loved ones after all.
Yet you have shown us the truth all the same, allowed us to see a better future. Not only me, but everyone from Duscur.
And still, the whole picture remains elusive. A dark secret continues to linger over the tragedy, shrouded by shadow. Shedding light on it is my... No. It is our duty.
Oh, you're awake. Don't worry, it's only been a few hours.
What happened? The last I remember, I was training some of our new recruits.
You got hit by some stray magic. Pretty hard, too.
Yes, that's right. How could I have let my guard fall so carelessly?
Probably the exhaustion. You usually sidestep stuff like that, no problem. Everybody was really worried about you, though. Dedue and Felix in particular didn't know what to do with themselves. Guess the silver lining is that it forced you to get some rest, if only for a few hours.
Apologies for causing such a disturbance. I'm fine now, I assure you.
Uh-huh, sure you are. I know you're just gonna get straight back to work if I leave you be. But hey, take a look around first.
The room is immaculate. Is this your handiwork?
Yep, though we left anything that seemed like it would need your input. Figured we could at least take care of the small stuff while you were out, though. Oh, and everyone, and I mean everyone, thinks you should be taking more breaks.
I'm certainly grateful for the gesture. But how did you find time for this amidst your other responsibilities?
It was easy once we split everything up. Felix, Dedue, and I wrapped up the training session in your stead. Then Rodrigue and Sylvain handled the rest of your paperwork. You might want to glance through it later, though. Ingrid tended to the horses, while Ash and Annette helped organize all your books. Oh, and Mercedes baked some wonderful treats for you. They'll have you back on your feet in no time. What else? What else? Oh, right. We sent some soldiers to check on the nearby villages, too.
Incredible. I never expected you to do this much.
Well, the Blue Lions can be pretty dependable when we put our minds to it, huh? Maybe you can trust us a little more now that you've seen what we can do.
This isn't a matter of trust. I deeply depend on every single person in this army.
Then why didn't you tell anyone else about how you went and buried all those villagers? Everyone was stunned when I mentioned it to them. I want to hear about that stuff from your mouth, not mine.
Yes, My apologies.
If you're really sorry, then you won't let it happen again. Anyway, go get some more rest. And don't try to say you're not tired just so you can keep working.
I see I can't fool you. Though in truth, I doubt I'll be able to doze off again so soon after enjoying my first dreamless sleep in ages.
In that case, come kill some time with me. I'm sure the training grounds will be free by now.
Yes, that sounds lovely. And, thank you.
Julieta has 2 boyfriends.
How long are you going to keep staring blankly like an idiot? You should eat.
You're right. My apologies.
Let me guess, you're in a tizzy about how best to make use of the Church's forces. Or maybe you're just worried about how our forces will survive the winter. Well, knock it off. A good leader knows when to let their vassals do the worrying for them.
Is that why you left your uncle in charge of House Fraldarius?
Yes. Though I've been returning to the territory the moment any issues arise with his governance.
And your mother? Is she in good health? I imagine it's difficult to manage all the family squabbles on her own.
Oh, she's fine. She's good at that sort of thing. I actually think she likes it. I suggest you focus on your own issues for once, instead of worrying about everyone else.
I'm not sure that's possible. Oh, but that does remind me. I hear the Knights wanted to hold a joint training session.
Forget it. You'll never change. I'd tell you to stop brooding so much, but I'd be wasting my breath.
I cannot afford to lose this war, Felix. I must protect the kingdom. I must avenge the fallen. Each day, we draw ever closer to those who pulled the actual strings. I've already punished any who knew of the plan and did nothing, as well as a number of middle-rank conspirators. But it isn't enough. There are still those who must answer for this crime with their lives.
You are a book with one chapter and no ending. What will you do when you actually have this revenge of yours?
I don't know. But if I can quell their grief and their hate, it will be enough. Do you hate me, Felix? After all, I saw Glenn die. I watched it and could do nothing. His end lies on my shoulders.
That's enough. I don't hate you, okay? You weren't responsible for any of that. They didn't die for your sake. They made their own choices of their own free will. Don't be so conceited.
But surely they didn't want to die. Yet they did so to protect me. Me. I am undeserving of such sacrifice.
I told you to quit brooding and eat. Your food's going to rot if you wait any longer.
Yes, of course.
You must rest, Your Majesty. These late hours will only undermine your health.
I appreciate your concern, but I fear sleep eludes me after our last battle. No need to wait for me to do, or to worry. I'll rest when I find a suitable stopping point.
You said the same the other day, then worked until the break of dawn.
I should know better than to argue when you get like this. Very well. I'll rest once I know these documents contain no errors. And if you assist me, it will go all the faster.
This is written in the language of Dusker. Is it a letter to the leadership?
Yes. I'd asked their cooperation in investigating a number of matters pertaining to the tragedy of Dusker. Some interim reports arrived the other day, so I'm thanking them for those and requesting a further investigation into another matter.
I see. Such important tasks warrant daylight. Can this not wait until morning?
And what if I fall in battle tomorrow and the work remains forever unfinished? I must do all that I can while I still draw breath. I will uncover the truth of that day and exact revenge for the dead. I swear it. There's no time to waste. After all, it doesn't appear resolving this issue will be as simple as just setting all the perpetrators to meet their end.
All the more reason to rest and preserve your health.
My rest and health can wait. At least until I've looked through these inquiries into the Western Front. And I should put in some training before I sleep, to make up for all this desk work.
Do you still have nightmares of that day?
You remember then? I'm surprised. I've not mentioned them in years. I used to summon you to my room under the pretense of keeping you safe from the others in the castle. And then I'd have you listen to me babble until sleep finally claimed me.
I've always been grateful for the consideration you showed.
It was my own selfishness, nothing praiseworthy.
Well, if sleep still evades you, I would be happy to lend an ear.
That would only succeed in exhausting us both. We have an early start tomorrow, so please, get some rest. I know you will once again implore me not to overextend myself. But I assure you that I know my own limits better than anyone.
At least let me bring tea before I depart.
That would be wonderful to do. And apologies for always putting you through so much trouble. No, Annette! Get back!
Oh, that was a close one. Good thing we had water nearby.
My apologies. It was foolish for me to attempt that without prior experience.
No, it was my fault for asking you to try and light it with magic.
The fault is mine alone. You had no way of knowing that my aptitude for magic was so lacking. We were lucky it only resulted in a small explosion. Had the flames spread, it easily may have proved disastrous.
Aw, don't beat yourself up over it. We were able to put it out quickly, and that's all that matters.
What a remarkably positive spin on the matter. Still, I'm relieved you weren't hurt. I have always been abysmal at magic. My father and grandfather were the same, so perhaps I inherited it from them.
Yeah. I guess you're better suited to fighting with something sharp and pointy.
Actually, I had a fair amount of interest in becoming a mage when I was a boy. An old friend of mine would give magic demonstrations, and I always found myself terribly jealous of her abilities.
Well, you know there's a school of sorcery in the capital, right? You definitely should have enrolled.
But I knew they only accepted students who display at least a modicum of talent for the craft. Every time I glimpsed one of those students, I found myself envious of their skill.
I had no idea. But hey, if you're interested, how about I teach you a bit? We can start right now.
You would do that?
Sure. See, I've been helping out at the school ever since I came back to the capital. And after talking with everyone there, I've been thinking it would be fun to, you know, teach somebody. I'd like to help people get better at magic, even if they're really, really, really bad at it.
A fine aspiration. If you'll have me, I would be honored to be your first pupil. Though I imagine your skills can be put to use helping many people besides just myself. I know I am not the first person, nor will I be the last, to accidentally conjure up an explosion.
Come on, Dimitri. It's not like I'll be that much help. But regardless, I'm confident that becoming a teacher is the path for me. Right then, Your Majesty. Let's start by practicing some fire magic.
You want me to cast the same spell again? Well, if you think it best.
Fire spells are the most basic magic of all. You just let the old power build up, and then boom, let loose. Okay, so start by using your hands to focus your energy.
Like this?
Don't be so hesitant. We've got plenty of water here, so really lean into it.
I wasn't intending to hold back. Perhaps I could charge it up a bit more.
Your Majesty, are you all right?
I fear we may have a long road ahead of us.
Nice.
Now then, I'd like to hear opinions on the proposed tactics. Personally, I believe it best to gather our forces and attack the stronghold directly, but...
Of course the boar wants to rush in headlong. Using a small force to take out the enemy's base of operations is a far better idea. Do you have something to say? Or are you just going to stand there glaring at me?
I have nothing to add, no.
So you're saying you have no thoughts on it whatsoever? You don't even agree or disagree? Just purely, blissfully neutral?
Enough, Felix. Leave Dedue be and tell me more about this idea of yours.
We don't need to kick down the front door here. Sneaking in with a small force and burning their food stores will be more than enough.
Interesting. We'd miss a chance to loot their supplies, but it would free up our main force for other matters. Still, it won't be easy to slip past their patrols. I'd best take my personal troops and...
Allow me to take on the role. I trust that'll be satisfactory.
Right then. Now that we've solidified our strategy, let's break for a bit.
Okay, what is your problem? You've been giving me that look ever since we came in here. You clearly have something on your mind, so spit it out.
It's good to have you with us.
Huh?
Few can debate His Majesty without hesitation or ill intent. Our war council proceeded smoothly as a result.
You make me sound like some kind of troublemaker. I don't disagree just for the thrill of it, you know.
You don't say.
Dimitri's always had a reckless streak. Who knows what kind of mess he'd drag us into if someone wasn't around to stop him. The guy would gladly throw his life away for someone else, given half the chance.
You have a point.
His death would mean the destruction of both Fargus and the Church. So when I try to protect him, what I'm really doing is protecting the kingdom.
Spoken like the shield of Fargus.
What's with a smile? I told you, if you've got something to say, just say it.
I know you spoke up for my sake as well. I'm grateful for it.
Yeah, well, just doing what's expected. I mean, we're, you know, brothers in arms and all that.
Apologies for the wait. I trust we're ready to reconvene? You two seem to be having a lively discussion. May I ask what it was about?
Of course, Your Majesty. Felix was just saying...
I was saying how much of a fool you are. And now come. We have more important things to discuss.
Training can be the difference between victory and defeat. Can't wait to see how you do. Training can be the difference between victory and defeat. Can't wait to see how you do.
Alright, people. So, I think that's it for today. If you're watching this on Twitch, see you tomorrow. If you're watching this on